Kalau kita lihat Datuk Seri, nampaknya tak lama lagi Datuk Seri akan menjadi Deputy Prime Minister atau mungkin Prime Minister. Apa persediaan yang telah disiapkan selama ini? Bagaimana dia berjalan? Adakah mengikut seperti yang dirancang atau bagaimana? Mesti Datuk Seri kena bertanding dulu ke atau?
Saya telah maklumkan kepada Tun Mahathir dan juga kepada umum bahawa saya memilih untuk tidak menyertai kabinet ataupun mana-mana jabatan dalam kerajaan untuk membolehkan saya bergerak bebas, bertemu rakyat dan kemudiannya menjalin hubungan dengan kawan-kawan saya di peringkat antarabangsa, meningkat ke beberapa usaha dengan ahli perniagaan supaya dapat melabur di Malaysia. Jadi ini yang saya tumpukan. Tentu dalam beberapa bulan lagi saya harus fikir cara mendalam kawasan untuk saya bertanding. Tetapi itu pun sebagai ahli parlimen biasa, penyokong kerajaan Pakatan Harapan dan tidak menyertai kerajaan. Maka maknanya untuk menjadi kabinet atau timbalan Perdana Menteri tidak berbangkit.
Artinya Datuk Seri lebih selesa berada di luar kabinet, memainkan peranan yang berbeza, probably di peringkat antarabangsa lebih.
Ya, dalam negeri juga kadang kalau macam ada masalah, umpamanya berkenan tuanku soal pelantikan pegawai negara umpamanya, ada usaha kecil saya untuk meleraikan dan mendapatkan persefahaman awal, itu juga saya lakukan. Dan selain itu tentulah ke luar negara seperti memenuhi undangan Presiden Habibie ke Jakarta, kemudian sekarang selepas hari raya memenuhi undangan Presiden Tayyip Erdogan ke Turki. Juga saya teruskan dan saya agak selesa dengan acara begitu selain daripada tumpu sedikit program masa waktu ruang dengan keluarga. Yeah.
So when you were first released, you said you want to take time off, travel, and to visit the world leaders, many of whom are your friends. And then last week, you said that you intend to stand in a by-election in the next few months. Why the change of plans?
No, next few months. Next few months, a long time to come. I said first, this Ramadan, few weeks have been around, and then London, and then back, and then Hari Raya, and then to Turkey, and then back, and then probably to one or two other countries which we are planning to do. And then next few months, why can't I be backbencher? Why are people so, not too many, but some are so jittery? I don't believe Mahathir is. Why can't I become a backbencher? Why can't I participate in the proceedings of the parliament as a backbencher? A position I have no experience in. I have been a minister or an opposition leader, never a backbencher. No, I think it's a good exposure, how to behave as a backbencher. But why do I need to contest? I think my answer is why not? Why do we need 2 years to just contest and assume premiership? No, I want also to show you can be an effective supporter without having positions. Number one. You can be an MP without being a cabinet member. That is my... Now, whether the next few months, even then I'm not sure. We have not discussed the constituency. We're not decided on the approximate date. So I think we have to move because I'm committed to some other, lots of international programs and speaking engagements. Washington, in Toronto, in Dubai, in Hong Kong, where I can earn my living. Otherwise, I'm always dependent on Aziza.
Kebetulan, coincidentally, PKR is also expected to have its election by the end of this year. Will you formally take up the leadership at that time, or will the current situation is not preferable to you?
Well, there have been some talk, but there's no serious discussion yet. Frankly, there were some who suggested that why don't you assume the presidency, since Aziza is still preoccupied in the work in the government. But we have not made any decision yet. But it has to be made soon because elections should be held, I think, in August.
Where do you contest election?
Where? We have not decided, frankly, no. First, I thought of Pandan, I mean, Aziza offered Pandan, but I do as a backbencher, then they will vacuum. I mean, she has to resign as Deputy Premier. So it's not Pandan. But I don't know what's going to happen to Pekan. I mean, she's to Pekan, I don't know. So it's a bit too premature to decide on the constituency. He has said that it was a mistake, he shouldn't have sacked Anwar. He said, well, Anwar deserves, should be the next Prime Minister. I mean, it's enough for me, you know. And then he was tested too. He worked very hard. He was clearly very determined to get Malaysia back on track, to save the country. And therefore I have no reason to doubt his sincerity, and I think he's playing a great role now in the country. Because I used to tell people, I mean, of course I've used the word in Malay, there's, I think there is wisdom, there's hikmah in all this, God's divine plan. You know, had I assumed office as Prime Minister now, it is going to be a horrendous experience for me, because I am not cut to be probably that crude in my style, and I'm more conciliatory. I mean, by nature. You see, Nafizi, Nuriza, they tend to joke with me. The day I assume premiership, they will block entry to my office. Those who, for example, the great crooks of the past should not be allowed in and for some time, because once they come in, they kiss my hand, everything is forgotten. So because that's taken as a joke. But on a serious note, Tun Mahathir had a major responsibility to dismantle some of the obsolete institutions or corrupt institutions, to dismiss corrupt officials, to regain public confidence. I mean, all this is a major. Not that I think I'm not able to do that, but I wouldn't be too happy having to do that. I mean, if you're forced to, of course you do it. So I think it's okay. Give him the support which is needed given this period. That's why I take sometimes a tougher line against those who wants to, you know, show the seeds of friction or dissension, which has no basis. If I meet the rulers, I'm impatient. If I go meet my supporters in Perak, I'm impatient. If I keep quiet, not going anywhere, I'm, you know, full of myself, self-indulgent, don't care about people, don't think about people. If I go overseas, then I may be designed abroad. If I don't, then they say, why are you wasting too much time here? So it's catch-22. But finally, you do what's right, what you think is right. When I'm here, I should be able to help in my own way. I don't have any position, but I should help. So when we explain to them, go look, but still, it is a transition. It is yet to be tested. It is, some people consider even fragile. I say I don't, because the fragility would come about if there is major battles. But that's why the people are just, you know, trying to put a wedge between me and Mahathir, which will not work, because I have made it very clear. Number one, he is the Prime Minister. Number two, I even refuse to give a time frame, because once you give a time frame, it will put him in should say weaker position, like a, you know, lame duck Prime Minister. But you know, Mahathir is not going to be lame duck even if you give him 3 days. So that part, I said people don't understand him, and my rapport with him is still good. We met hours the other night, anything I feel strongly about, I call him. and he always responded without fail. But you know, I must give him the latitude, the space to govern effectively, and therefore I know my role. That's why I take a minimal role. Some people in Keadilan is extremely upset with some of the developments and positions. But I said, look, give him the space, let him run the show, and you go and see him. But I have refrained from making statements or comments or even seeing him to express whatever dissatisfaction. And I think what I did in the issue of royalty, you know, people have to understand. I'm sorry, I'm extending this argument a bit too far. People understand. You want to make the ruler to settle. You don't say, okay, can I have an appointment? Have an hour. This is my position. Goodbye. Thank you. It doesn't work that way. You have to build the trust. You know, the whole etiquette, which I'm not too good at. I'm from Penang. So, but once you gain the trust, then you have rapport. You can call them. You can seek an audience. And this, I think, I'm complimenting Tun Mahathir, because he has to focus on so many major issues. He would have time to go to do that, you know, calling one after another, as I did. Okay, that's it lah, that question.